triple pane's better than dual pane, right?
King windows, we knock out the weather.
All right, so when we're talking about triple pane versus dual pane, most people would automatically think, well, if dual pane's good, then triple pane's better, right? That's not necessarily the case. And let me tell you why here. This is just for a visual here. Let's say this window right here was a triple pane window. This window right here was a dual pane window. We're in Arizona, hottest place in our country here. These two windows are getting hit by 120 degrees. This one's triple pane and this one's dual pane. Well, they're going to perform the exact same against the heat, within a degree. I mean, very, very small difference here. And the reason is because the majority of the heat fighting abilities comes from the low E, okay? So the low E coatings on the glass is what's rejecting the direct heat, the direct UV rays, the infrared heat specifically. We have to actually downgrade the low E so you can see through the window when it's triple pane. Doesn't really make sense, right? So they're gonna perform the exact same against the heat. If we're in the northern climates, let's say we're in Montana, it's 0 degrees outside. You got your triple pane, you got your dual pane. That triple pane window is gonna far outperform the dual pane. That's where the real difference is. So if you're in the northern climates, you're worried about fighting the cold, triple pane is a really, really good option. Another pro for triple pane windows is gonna be, well, there's 3 panes of glass, so sound reduction, noise reduction. Okay, the barking dog next door, the Harley that comes down the street. Triple pane windows, since there is 50% more glass in it, you're going to get more vibrations reduced as it travels through the glass. So it's going to eliminate sound a lot better. Is it worth a 50% more jump in price? So that's up to you. A couple of downsides about triple pane windows. One, the cost. You're talking 30 to 50% more cost of the window. Okay, obviously there's more glass, more cost, but it's not just the glass that you're paying for. On top of it, if it's a triple pane window, it has to have a stronger frame because you're talking a lot more weight, 50% more weight. Think about the larger windows that already weigh, when the dual pane, they already weigh 300 or 400 pounds. Well, guess what? With triple pane windows, that is gonna be much heavier than that. So this frame itself has to be beefier, it has to be stronger. And that generally means more expensive, right? So that's gonna be the additional cost. The other part of it that you probably don't think about is how much extra it costs to install it. Because it's a heavier, more difficult window to handle, that slows down the entire installation. So that means that the labor goes up a little bit. The next issue with triple pane windows is that because it's a stronger frame, it also usually means a bigger frame. So you're gonna lose glass space because you're gonna have a thicker frame. And so you think of a window that's only 24 inches wide like this one, well, you're gonna reduce the glass space even more. All right, so if you're thinking about going with a triple pane window and because of maybe noise reduction, that one kind of made you go, oh, you know what, I do want it more quiet. With a dual pane window, you have a couple of other options that will actually reduce noise even more so than a standard dual pane window. So a couple ways you can do it. So this is a Simonton window right here. Automatically, Simonton's going to give you 2 panes of double strength glass. So if you have maybe you have dual pane aluminum windows in your house now. Even going from dual pane to dual pane, you're still doubling the amount of glass in there because it's double strength. That is going to stop vibrations. So you got to think sound is vibrations, right? That travel through the glass. So 2 panes of double strength glass with an argon fill. Argon is an inert gas, odorless, tasteless, completely harmless, but it's 6 times more dense than air. So that's also muffling those vibrations. 2 panes of double strength glass, argon gas. That's going to stop a lot of those waves going through there. Now, Anlin will do. And this is a free upgrade. They give you double strength pane of glass, but then they thicken up the other one. So you have a double strength and then a triple strength pane of glass. That is going to pick up 2 different frequencies of vibrations that go through there. So you have one of them that's thinner and one of them that's even thicker. So that's going to bring what's called the sound transmission coefficient. It will improve that particular coefficient and therefore makes it a lot more noise reduction than just a standard 2 panes of glass. Another way that you can go about it, so you can go even further with it, is laminating your window. So now lamination, my favorite upgrade, it's a layer of Lexan, which is basically a motorcycle windshield. In fact, the front windshield of your vehicle is laminated glass. And that is a layer of Lexan that's between there, and that is gonna greatly reduce the vibrations that are traveling through there. So if you go with either one of those options on a dual pane, you're getting just as much sound reduction as a triple pane window. That is going to be a lot more cost effective than doing the triple pane window, having to bulk up the frame, having to spend extra on the installation, having to spend that much extra on the window. So it's gonna save you a lot more money to go with the dual pane for those reasons. Choosing new windows can be overwhelming, but our free window buyer's guide makes it simple. No overcomplicated jargon, just facts to help you decide with confidence. And don't forget to get 3 bids. And if you're in one of our areas, make sure Desert King Windows is on your list. You'll be glad you did.
We use the best windows, cause nothing works better. Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.